Hey everyone, this is Jonathan. I'm just going through and making some, I'm lubing up some MX Silence, some silent blacks for a build I'm doing. And I've got a couple people asking about how I recommend to lube switches. So I'm just going to make a quick little video showing you how I do it. Alright, so you're going to want a couple things. Switches, obviously. Get maybe 10 more than you need, maybe a couple more depending on how confident you are, just so you got extras in case you break something or you bend a spring or a leaf or something. You're going to need somewhere to open the switches. I recommend these. This is a key opener, I think they're called. Great little CNC thing. It wasn't that expensive. Shipping is great, which is why I got it, because the alternative I'm going to show you in a second was a very cost a lot to get across from America. These are quite good. These are incredibly quick to use, so I heartily recommend these. Alternatively, this is just a switch opener from mechanicalkeyboards.com. They're also pretty cheap. If you live in the States and you're on more of a budget, this might be the better option. You can also get the key opener 3D printed. It doesn't last as long, but obviously it costs like, especially if a 3D printer, it costs fuck all. Last but not least, if you're really stuck for money, or if you're just kind of trying it out, bloody screwdriver will do it. Don't recommend this. This can break them, but just to give you a taste of it, that's a great start. You're also going to need lube of some kind. This is, I forget who gave this to me. Just some tactile switch lube a friend of mine gave me. Something like Mechlube is pretty good. That's out of focus. These are better for toe press switches, but in a pinch they'll work. I got some other things like finish line, like bike chain lube will work. It's particularly good for Alp switches. It's good because it's dry, so you don't, like, if you get dust inside, it's not going to stick to the lube and kind of just gunk your shit up. And most importantly, you're going to need a brush of some description. This is just a little modeling brush I bought. It needs to be quite fine. You don't want to use a big brush. You don't want to do what I used to do and use a fine tip screwdriver. That's a terrible idea as well. Just get a brush, like $5 from a modeling shop or something. So, what you want to do, if you want to get your switch, I'll show you how the switch key opener works. This has, oh, my hand's annoying. Has a little pair of tabs, which line up with the tabs on the switch, and you literally just push it down and kind of wheel the top off. There you go. And that's open. That's really easy. You can do, 100 switches in 10 or 15 minutes with that. Your alternative, they recommend that you use the switch opener in through the tabs like this. That's a real bastard. It'll take you too long. It's only useful if the switches are already in a PCB. I'd recommend you just jam in there, kind of hold this open with your finger, get that little gap there, and then get the second one, and then that'll come open as well. I'll put that to the side because I don't actually need it. So yeah, you get your switch all opened up. So your two most important parts are the stem and the spring. I am going to be using, I'll get my brush out. I'm using this stuff. I imported from the States. It's pretty good. It's really smooth, and it's got, kind of sticks to your stem, which is great. I'm then going to grab something to put it on. I eat plenty of Chinese, so we'll just chuck that on this Chinese lid. Give me a second, sorry. Okay. you don't need much. There's a reason that they sell all this stuff in such small volumes. So, just focus again, sorry. Just want to, wet your brush a little bit. Don't get it too wet. And on your switch, there are these tabs on the side. You just want to get that little brush, just enough to kind of wet the surface. You can get the other one. Now, linear switches, there's also these legs. You can lube them if you want to. You don't want to do that if it's tactile or a clicky switch. You'll kind of just lose all feel that switch has. But it's a linear switch. It doesn't really have much feel in the first place, so that's fine. Chuck that aside. And then with the spring, you just want to kind of get enough lube on each end to like wet it, basically. And what that does is it kind of just acts as a little dampening material to keep the spring from kind of pinging around when you're when using it. And then you want to put your stem back in. You want to be really careful that you put it in the right way. If you chuck it in the other way, when you put the top back on, it can actually kind of jam the back of the switch into the leaf, and it'll just bend it out of shape, and you've just screwed your switches up. Get that all in there. Oh crap! And there you go. That, I'll actually just put this up to the mic real quick. That's our old switch. And that's our new one. It sounds a shitload better. So yeah, hope I've been helpful to you guys. Be safe, be smart. Thank you.